physical. It's time to talk some this and more. We're gonna talk about it all. DVD, CD, UHD, VHS, books, Blu-ray. Who knows, maybe you'll even see a laser disc today. Let's get physical. We wanna talk some physical media. Movies and TV, music and more. Come check out what we have in store. This is a media house stream. It's time for some physical media on FanZcene.
I know it was like really popular because it like won some Oscars and whatever, but
Jimmy does that.
It's got the Mighty Ducks guy. Got that guy.
No! Yes, but no! He's not the Mighty Ducks guy! It's Emilio Estevez! Who's the You can never have enough physical media.
Well, hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to the Physical Media Show here on FanZcene. I am Greg of FanZcene. I am your host tonight. Rookie and Runner, not with me tonight. Sorry, they won't be. They got things to do. Tom is running late. Hopefully, he gets here before I close out the show. He's a little late, so he will be hopefully be joining me here in a little bit. But I'm here. Let's talk some physical media and let's have some fun tonight, right? Like we always do. Let's talk some physical media and everything. But like I said, hopefully Tom will be joining me in a little while. But let's go ahead and say hi to the chat and make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, share it out. Let everybody know the Physical Media Show is on. And we have Ace Hanlon. It says, LFG, let's friggin' go. Let's friggin' go. Exactly. What's up, Ace Hanlon? And Brian Barth, hell to you. Glad to see you out in the chat as well, Brian Barth. And what is up, Captain Krypton? Glad to see you in the chat as well too, and awesome that your Cobra Demolition Man finally arrived, Brian Barth. That's good to hear. And then we have a style selection. It says, hell, all my Physical Media Mafia members. That's right, Physical Media. It is the superior format now and always, and will always forever will be. Let's see, who else do we have out in the chat tonight? Yeah, make sure you tell your friends and your family and all that. What's up, John the Beagle Dad? Glad to see you out there as well with us, hanging in the chat. What is up? Howdy, Dub Effect. Glad to see you out there too. And let's see, who else do we have out in the chat tonight? Hell to you, Tim Hayes. Glad to see you out there as always. And hell to you, Carlos Cruz. Glad to see you out there. And well, you are here. I'm glad to have you here. Appreciate you. I do appreciate y'all showing up. I really do. I do appreciate y'all showing up. Anthony Draven, hell to you. Glad to see you out there as well. And then we also have Tyrell72. Live long and prosper, my good friend. Glad to see you in the chat. Bloody kid, you can't take. You just can't. They just never have time for us older people. What can I say? They're all hopped up on jujus and gumballs and everything. But with that being said, thank you guys for everybody in the chat and everybody at home watching. I appreciate you guys for coming in tonight and hanging with me on the Physical Media Show. We're going to talk some physical media. We're going to have some fun. And, I'm here. So let's get into some of the upcoming releases for the soon. We have, let's see, Pride and Prejudice, the 2005 remake, if you guys are into that, is coming to 4K on 11/25. That's November 25. The Pride and Prejudice movie. Looks like they're having the Alec Guinness Masterpiece Collection 1949 to 1955 coming to 4K from Kino Lorber on November 25th as well. It contains the Lavender Hill Mob, the Man in the White Suit, the Lady Killers, and the Lady Killer. So that will be coming over to from Kino Lorber. I like that. You had me, Captain Crypto, because I was reading that and then I saw your little thing, so I lost the focus there for a minute. Run over to Lopez and he's all tuckered out. Sorry, see, now I got the hiccup. See, now you made me hiccup over that because that was I saw that, thought that was funny. Anyways, let's continue back on to what we got. It looks like Leaving Las Vegas is coming to Shout Select. Excuse me. See, now I got the hiccups. On December 16th, it looks like Leaving Las Vegas coming to 4K on Shout Select. Excuse me. Wild Style is to be rumored to be coming from Arrow. 1982 movie Wild Style is rumored to be coming to Arrow. let's see. I'm trying to find all these because it's been a bit since I've gone through them all, because I haven't seen like nothing really big or nothing fancy have jumped out at me recently. So, oh yeah, Scooby-Doo and the Zombie Island is coming to Blu-ray from the Terror Time Collector's Edition. I'm not sure if that's Warner. I mean, I know it's Warner Brothers, but I'm not sure what the Terror Time Collector's Edition thing is. It sounds new to me, but that's available on October 28th if you like Scooby-Doo and the Zombie Island. So that's coming to Rookie overdosed on bargain bin DVDs and Subway. That's probably not far off from the truth. The honest to God, that's probably not far off from the truth. So, Double Fat said, I already imported all those Alec Guinness flicks from the UK. The box set looks great, especially Lady Killers. Oh, that's awesome. So that's good. That sounds like a win. So, like, if you're like Alec Guinness fan, it sounds like it's a win for everybody. Let's see what else we have here. We have Mutilator 2. Mutilator 2 is coming to Blu-ray. I don't have a date yet, but it is available to pre-order now on Amazon, so I don't have a date on that. So we have that, and then The Forgotten Pistolero is coming to Blu-ray. Is this Kino Lorber? I'm not sure who's putting this out. It might be Kino Lorber, but that comes out December 16th if you guys are into that. Did we talk about the Dr. Seuss How the Grinch Stole Christmas one with Jim Carrey is coming to 4K again in a steelbook? I don't know if I ever mentioned that, if we mentioned that on any other episodes that we did. It's coming to 4K, so you got that. I don't care about Fantastic Four. Sorry, I don't. It looks like if you're a Downton Abbey fan, it looks like they have the Ultimate Collection coming to Amazon exclusive limited edition Blu-ray set. It looks like all the series and all 3 films on a big like book. If you guys are into Downton Abbey, so that's coming out. I think that was about it as far as if you're a fan of the movie Zach Krager's Barbarian, the Barbarian movie that never got a physical media release, which I've talked about and stuff here and everything, is there's possible movement on that. He was asked if there's any movement on a Blu-ray or physical release of Barbarian, his movie, and he said yes, and that's all he could say. It's very early stages, so there you have it. A big Downtown Abbey fan, huh, Captain Krypton? As much as leprosy is my jam. Yeah, so like if you're a Downtown Abbey fan, that's coming. But yes, and if you're a fan of the movie Barbarian, it looks like that may or may not be getting a physical release soon. It looks like Shout is going to be releasing Day of the Dead, the George Romero Day of the Dead on 4K. Now, I know we've talked about this before, and there's still some like about it, whether or not it's the actual negative of the film, because the negative of the film had been lost for so many years, and the guy that sort of runs the Romero stuff isn't very well known and being very friendly with sharing and everything. So we're not quite sure if it's the actual negative. I mean, I've heard it could be, but I've also heard that it's just like a like an inner positive where it's like where they've done that. So we'll wait and see how that goes, but yeah, it is coming to 4K. No date announced yet for Day of the Dead, George Romero's Day of the Dead. I think we're all caught up as far as I can tell. Shawscope 4 looks to be announced soon from Arrow. I know they put a video out about that. Arrow's going to do their announcements Friday. I know they teased the basketball net, so we'll see how that is whatever that may be when it comes out. So I think I'm caught up on all the releases for now. Yeah, we talked about the airport release and the artwork they had to change. The Barbarians. You guys remember the Barbarian Brothers? The Barbarian Brothers are getting a Blu-ray release of their movie, The Barbarians, from Kino Lorber, available November 25th. So if you're into that, yes, Yes, I highly recommend Vinegar Syndrome. They are definitely worth checking out for releases. And also, I'm thinking about doing a video on them because they actually just opened. So talk about physical media and how physical media is still alive and everything. Vinegar Syndrome actually just is opening a new store in Philadelphia. You know, they're opening a new store in Philadelphia. I think September 25th. I know that I think they've had a store in Canada, if I remember correctly. I think I'm not sure, but I know they're opening one in Philadelphia, and it's going to be selling their releases. They're going to buy and sell movies as well. So yeah, so be prepared on that if you guys live in that area. So that's a good sign for physical media. Yeah, I do believe they did have a physical release, but this is like the anniversary release, so it's like on a new Blu-ray and everything. It's an identical, it looks like it says, so it's just a re-release basically. And Tom has joined. I like the picture. So we'll let him get set up, and he'll join us here in a minute. The Barbarian Brothers. You never heard of the Barbarian Brothers? Here's Tom.
Hello?
What's up, Tom?
I'm here. I'm driving
where you
still,
at?
but
Oh, you're in your car. You didn't have to do it from your car.
well, I didn't want to leave you by yourself. I mean, I can at least I might lose service here and there, but yeah, I'm here.
It's fine. I mean, I can, I'm trying to get a little used to doing some stuff like this by myself here and there. But I figured you'd pop on when you get back.
Yeah, I should be home here hopefully within the next 20 minutes. Well, closer to a half hour for me. So I haven't seen the sign yet. I don't remember how far it is.
All right. Well, you just relax and take your time. Don't worry about it. So. But yeah, Barbarian Brothers. If you've never seen the Barbarian Brothers, Void King, they were they were capitalizing off of the whole like Arnold Schwarzenegger thing. So like, there's the Barbarian Brothers, the new release. It's identical to the Blu-ray they released before, but they were capitalizing off of Conan and everything. And so, yeah, they were like B-movie legends.
Where the hell is that rookie kid?
Probably Subway or somewhere. Who knows? Who knows with him?
They better pay him pretty good.
They better. They better. Were you watching another movie? Is that what you were doing?
Me? No, I was dealing with some other stuff, but no. Hopefully, it just took me a little longer than expected. More like I didn't get out of the house until later than expected. So then I realized it was going to be shit. I'm like a little later than I thought coming back. So, but no, I'm getting there. But I'm here for this part, and then when I do get home, I got a decent stack. Now I don't think nearly as many as last week, but
that's good. That's good. Well, like, take your time. Don't worry. Don't try to get distracted driving from talking to me or anything like that.
No, that's fine. I got you stable, and I got hopefully set up to where you guys can hear me all right. But,
yeah. All right. But that's it. That's it, guys.
If it gets too echoey, just let me know and I can leave or something. But like, yeah.
No, you sound fine. It don't sound too bad.
Sounds
pretty good. Yeah. Bargain bin DVDs ain't cheap. Rook needs the money. You never know. But I was going to share a couple physical media finds that I got before I got into because I only got 3 picks. I know I'm useless. So I've had a rough day today, to be honest with you, and it's been a week. Let me tell you.
This whole week so far has been just one long Monday. I don't know.
Oh, fucking tell me about it. Today, I've had the worst day today. It's been bad. But I did pick up. I went to this store I go to where I buy some like used stuff, and I was going to show them off. I haven't watched these, but I was going to show them. I did get like the movie Rescue Me on VHS starring Steven Dorff and Michael Dudikoff. It's a Canon video from the 90s when they tried to bring it back and everything. So I've never seen this. I don't even know if this has a Blu-ray release. Does anybody in the chat know? Dub Effect, you're pretty good at this. Do you know if this movie has a Blu-ray or DVD release? I don't know. I saw it on the shelf and it was super cheap, and so I figured I'd pick that up. And it's not often you see a 90s Canon video just sitting around like that. So I picked that up. stars Amy Dolenz, who was, I think, a lot of dudes in the '90s had a crush on and stuff.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And Peter DeLuise is in it. William Lucking.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Hugh
This
Wallstone.
sounds familiar for some reason. But, yeah, it's not. I'm not placing it.
Yeah, I know. I saw
Probably
this.
something I saw on Skinamax at some point, but yeah.
It sounds. I don't know, man. It looked interesting. Maybe I vaguely remember it, and that's why I was drawn to it. So I picked that up. Yeah. So Dudikoff, yes. Dudikoff, yes, exactly. So if anybody knows this as DVD or Blu-ray, let me know. Because I don't think I've ever seen a DVD or Blu-ray.
I don't think that's to be confused with the TV show Rescue Me, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Not to be confused with that. Is this movie says action superstar Michael Dudikoff and Steven Dorff
Ninja.
from American Ninja in the hit TV series Cobra, and Steven Dorff from Judgment Night, Power of One, begin an outrageous cross-country adventure by motorcycle chasing a pair of bumbling crooks, Peter DeLuise and William Lucking, who reluctantly kidnapped a beautiful cheerleader, Amy Dolenz, from She's Out of Control. School photographer Fraser Sweeney Dorff is infatuated with Jenny Dolenz, but he's too geeky to get her attention. After he witnesses her kidnapping, he is determined to rescue her and coerces down on his luck Vietnam veteran Mac McDonald, Dudikoff, to join him on his mission. While Fraser is chasing the girl of his dreams, he learns about life, love, what it takes to make dreams come true.
Liberty and justice for all.
Liberty and justice for all. So according to Dobafett, he says, I don't think Rescue Me has a DVD or Blu-ray release. It is available to buy on streaming in SD. So it looks like maybe the only way to pick this up physically is VHS, possibly Laserdisc. There's probably a Laserdisc.
Probably.
So, yeah.
Chances are, if it only has a digital release in standard def, then yeah, it's probably a rights thing.
Yeah, it's probably. Who knows? It comes from Warner Brothers and Canon, that '90s era when it was,
Warner Brothers owns it. Then they just don't care.
Yeah, bit sketchy.
It's way down on the totem pole. See, that's a good reason why I don't like this conglomeration of all these movie studios.
I'm with you.
And this goes to like the whole thing with Warner Brothers. Paramount throwing in a bid, supposedly, but Netflix and some others. Because once that happens and it's a bigger company buying a smaller company, anything that was important at that smaller company becomes a lot less important.
Yep.
To the point where anything that was even minimally important becomes non-existent. And it's also how people get screwed over in the industry big time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just read the book about Spinal Tap, and Spinal Tap is a poster child for going through so many different sales and conglomerates and bullshit to the point where the guys that made the movie had only literally made pennies off of it over the years, to where they had to sue to get the rights back and get any money from it, because they're like, there's no way this movie hasn't made any money, right? So yeah.
Right. It makes sense, and especially like with these like Canon releases that were eventually bought up by other in the less important they were
companies by now.
Yeah, and that's why it's like I really hope Netflix does not buy Warner Brothers. I mean, that would destroy theatrical and physical altogether.
I was going to say the bigger problem there, that's an issue. I mean, the one thing we got going for us right now is David Zaslav is one of the few guys that kind of knows how this industry works. Even though he's not one of the industry, he's just kind of like, well, if it doesn't make money, then we're not going to do it. And if it makes money, let's do more of that.
Exactly.
And when that happens, you actually have common sense come. All the things that a lot of us have preached over the last few years happening.
Yep.
Streaming exclusive crap and other stuff. Warner Brothers is one of the few studios that does actually support both theatrical and home video.
Yep. You cut out there at the end.
I'm going to tell you something right now that most people forget.
Mm-hmm.
Warner Brothers has always had a short window. You want to know why? Because back in the day, they controlled home videos.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they were one of the only companies that you didn't have to go through a dealer to get their videos. You'd go straight to Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
And they would always be like 2, 3, 4 months sometimes ahead of the other guys, it seemed like. That's because they did their own thing, and they, once the movie was kind of out of circulation, they're just like, whatever, and they got it out there. Batman, I remember, was a big deal when that came out because people were freaking out because that was the first time a summer film had come out on home video before Christmas.
Dang.
And the industry just panicked, and the theaters panicked. So, because let's be real, if Batman had stayed in the theater for the end of the year, it probably would have made 50 million more than what it did. Maybe 30, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, and back then, that's a lot of money. Like,
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Because, they re-released the movie again in a big kind of thing at Christmas time and whatnot instead of putting it out on video. But, yeah, anyhow, back to your video start.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. And it's something that we've seen, like, even like Disney buying Fox and all that stuff that was shoved up with Fox and the movies that are probably not ever going to get released ever again because of that and everything. And so, yeah, I really hope Zaslav keeps a reign of Warner Brothers and doesn't sell it to Netflix. I wish it would stop.
Somebody, oh, goddamn. And he needs to just people just work on Warner Home Video, period. But anyhow, that's where he's,
Yeah. Oh, well, and another thing I found at this little secondhand store that I go to that's built sort of like a video store is I got the complete series of 21 Jump Street box set here from Mill Creek, though. I know you have this. I know you have a different set, I think. So I don't know which one is better.
I don't have the Mill Creek one.
Yeah, I have the Mill Creek one.
I hate to be the informer. It's Mill Creek, so you shouldn't be surprised. It's the worst of the bunch.
I figured it's the worst of the bunch. I got it for $5. Like you can see the original
for that
was
price.
Like
fuck it.
Yeah, I got it $5. The case and the slip cover have seen better days, but it looks like the people that whoever owned this last didn't even bother with the fucking things in the middle. Like they left them in there, didn't even take them out. Just like left them in the little pouches and never messed with them.
They left what in there? I didn't catch that.
The disc in the little paper pouches.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they never even took them out.
Oh, you mean they never even bothered watching it ever?
They're still like, and they're nice and neat. Doesn't even look like maybe the first disc is the only one that's ever been taken out of the paper. The rest of it looks like brand new, but outside of the case. So
I think they're just basically compressed rips of the Anchor Bay release, and I don't think they have the 5.1 mix. I think they just have.
Yeah, you're cut. I don't know if it's you that's cutting out or me that's cutting out because you're gone. Yeah, Mill Creek probably has the music cut out. Tom's probably right. They probably have the music cut out of this as well too. But I just saw it there and it was like $5. So I grabbed it. Yeah, I've heard they do good on their Blu-rays. Some of their Blu-rays are good, but the earlier like DVD releases and stuff like this were not very good. So yeah, and it's funny. This was originally $60, and I got it for like $5 at this thrift store. So I just wanted to, show you guys those. I hadn't watched them or anything, and I thought maybe, it'd fill out some time and everything before Tom showed up. But yeah, Tom, I don't know if you can hear me or not. You're completely cut out. So if you want to bounce and then wait till you get home and come back in. We got another Tom.
There's too many Toms here.
Too many Toms.
Too many Toms. Anyway, I'm in an area where I'm going to be going in and out of service anyway, so.
Yeah. Go ahead and you can.
Just cut it on. Hopefully, I'll be home within the next 20 minutes or so. 20 minutes, hopefully, if you heard that.
20 minutes. There you go.
Hopefully.
We're all praying for you, Tom. So
I'm
be
sure.
careful.
I'll try and listen.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, all right. Be careful, man. Yeah, bargain. There you go. That's exactly how you bargain hunt. Mill Creek have not really changed for cheapness since the days they would release. Yeah, I mean Mill Creek, for as much as we give them. Don't get me wrong. I know we give them crap and we make fun of their releases and everything, but I mean at least they're giving us stuff like the whole series of 21 Jump Street. They're giving us all that stuff. Do I wish they were better scans and with better format? Yes, I do. I really wish they were. But their Blu-rays are good. They're like the Blu-ray of Miami Vice and Quantum Leap, and them are good. Them are good Mill Creek releases. So yes, we do give them crap, but at least they're putting out stuff on physical that we can buy pretty cheap. So yeah, I'm sure this are compressed, and I'm sure this is missing music. But for $5, and it looks like people didn't, other than not taking care of the case and the slipcover, it looks like everything else is in excellent condition. So I had to pick up the 21 Jump Street, guys. I had to do it. So Tom versus Tom. Yeah, I mean, right? Tell me about it. That's what led me to owning 3 copies of the same season as Scrubs. Yeah. Yes, they do release all the Ultraman stuff, so they do hook people up with that. The first Mill Creek release of 21 Jump Street was missing one episode, Blackout, which should have been on the first disc of season 1. They did re-release it with the missing episode today. VEI has. I know VEI has it. I was wondering, maybe I bet this is that first release of the thing that's missing the episode Blackout. I bet that's what is missing. Yeah, I don't see any episode that says Blackout on the first disc, so I'm probably missing that. But hey, what can you do? I mean, it's $5. I'm sure I'll pick up the VI or a better format of it down the line. So, first episode on disc 1 of disc 5 was missing originally. Okay. I have to pull out all the discs to see that. But hey, when you go out and you find these like cool little off the wall like thrift stores and stuff that has VHS, Blu-rays, and DVDs and stuff like that, and you find something like that for $5, might as well buy it, right? I mean, it was just right there. Discs are in great condition, and other than the case and everything. So, yeah, there's that. That's what I brought them on to show you guys a little bit before I get into my picks. So I'll get into. Let's see, what pick can I get into here first? Since we've talked about this a lot, and I'm sure Tom will be bringing his on sometime soon. Sorry, I just saw something. Sorry. Yeah, I saw that. That's what I was just laughing at. 30 minutes missed my turn. Oh, Tom, it's crazy. I have not seen The Long Walk. But since we've talked about this movie a bunch, and I just got my copy, and I'm sure Tom, once he gets his, will bring it on. I don't know if he has it tonight or another night, but I did get Superman on 4K, the new. And now I know some of you guys didn't like it. I know it, but damn it, I love this movie. I don't get to hate for this. Is it perfect? No. Does it have a couple problems that kind of irk me a little bit? A little bit, but man, the more I've watched this movie, the more I just really like it. I really like this Superman movie. I really do. So I'm slow. I'm slow on pre-orders. I wanted the steelbook. And I'll be perfectly honest with you guys lately. I was using my YouTube money to buy physical media because I'm not hurting for money because I have money, but with my YouTube money I was making until all this crap happened with them, I would use that and pre-order and get day one stuff. Now YouTube doesn't pay me that, so I have to save back money to buy these, these discs after I pay everything. So I couldn't, I missed out on the steelbook, but I got this one and I'm okay with this. All right. I don't mind the little lenticular thing. I don't mind that. I like it. I do wish I would have got, because the steelbook comes with the Blu-ray. This just comes with the 4K. So I wish I did. That's the one thing I do wish I had. Right. So I feel you, Ace. I know some of you guys didn't like it. I know you guys didn't care for it. I know. I get it. You're slow. We also got to wait 2 more weeks for it. You guys got to wait 2 more weeks for it to come out? That's crazy. I actually got this last week. I actually got it early. It was released. Its release day was Tuesday. I got it Thursday last week. So I got it Thursday last week. But no, I know this movie is a contentious amongst people. I get it. But I really enjoyed this movie. I've actually watched this twice since I've got it, and I've watched it twice in the theaters. And the kids love it. The boy loved it. So I have no complaints. I think David Gordon Sweat is a great Superman. And so, hey, what can I say? I know we've talked about a lot. I have nothing else to say. So what can I say? I love this movie. It was a fun movie. I laughed. I thought it was great. I thought he was a good Superman. I thought it was a good story. There's a few problems. Yeah, it's not a perfect movie, but I'm looking forward to Man of Tomorrow, and I have no problem with this movie. So that's me. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's a good movie. As far as I'm concerned, I would not say that. I would not say Superman for the TikTok crowd. Not at all. Is it made maybe for a younger audience? Yeah, I wouldn't argue that. I wouldn't say it's made for the TikTok crowd at all. Not at all. But I enjoyed the movie. I like the movie. I'm glad to have the 4K. Maybe if they ever do put back out the steel books and I can get one, maybe I will. But I get it. I won't argue with people in the chat. I know I won't argue with people in the chat. I know some of you guys didn't like it. It's cool. We're allowed to like and dislike what we didn't like. Superman the movie is still better. Christopher Reeve is still the superior Superman. Don't get me wrong on that. I love it. But I really did enjoy this movie. There was just something every time I've watched this movie, I found myself liking it more and more. So I've watched it a total of 4 times, and each time I've liked it more and more times I've liked it. So that's where I'm at with it, and that's how it is. And I get you. That I'm too big a fan of Superman to watch. I don't think it was bastardized. I do not think it was a bastardization of Superman. I really don't. I don't get what people were. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I just don't get it. But that's just me. I thought it was good. I could have used a little more Daily Planet Clark Kent stuff, which is a crutch of Superman. I will give him that. But other than that, I had no problem with it. That's just me, though. That's just me. Like I said, though, we're all allowed to have opinions. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. I'm not going to convince you. You're not going to convince me. Yeah, I will agree with that. He did, but I know people keep saying he's doubling down on that and everything, but I still have a feeling that's going to change. I really still just have a feeling that's going to change. I just do. Superman 25 is such a polarizing movie. I still remember arguing about cape attachments in Superman Returns. Yeah. I remember arguing about the whole S on the Superman Returns suit. It was so small. I couldn't stand it. Anyways, that's I wanted to get that out of the way, bring it up. And I do have 2 super chats from Bronson Wright Wolf. And I see you, Bronson. I know that you didn't mean to send them twice, but it says, hey, what is your favorite Will Ferrell film? I'll be honest with you. Let's see. So you sent it twice. Thank you for the $4. And I know you didn't mean to send it twice. I'm not a huge Will Ferrell fan. I'm really not. I would have to say either it would have to be um, Elf, Elf, or possibly Step Brothers. That's that's the two I've probably have enjoyed the most of his work. Oh yeah. Anchorman. I take it back. Maybe Elf, Anchorman, and or Step Brothers. So that's probably about the only three I've really enjoyed of his work. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But I did appreciate you, Bronson. Thank you for the $4, the 2 super chats. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $4. And for that, I will give you. What can I give you here? Let's give you the Hulk. Them Ewoks. You got to be careful with them Ewoks, right? Old school is good, but I don't know if I'd say that is a Will Ferrell movie. I know he's in it, and I know he makes a big splash in the movie as Frank the Tank and all that. But I would think that's maybe a little more ensemble and maybe a little more the Wilson brother type. I know he's like the star of the movie, so I don't know. So, but like I'm not a huge Will Ferrell fan. I never really have been. I think he's done some good stuff, but I don't typically find his brand of comedy funny. So, Night at the Roxbury, yeah, you know. So, that's just me. That's just me. Megamind, I, yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to sit here and talk too much about Superman. I know you guys are tired of hearing it, and I know most of you don't like it. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see. Where can I go? I wish I would have had more picks. That way I wouldn't have to waste all my picks before Tom gets here. Because, you know, I wish I had more picks. All right. Well, I guess I'll go into my next one here. Now, I have brought this set on before, but I watched something in the set that I didn't watch in the set last time. So it's in the Halloween season, and I'm continuing my Halloween journey of like the way I like to start off my movies and stuff. This is the Munsters, the complete series. I did bring this on last October, I want to say, so it is part of my year, and that was when I was just watching like the TV episodes. This time I watched the movie, The Munsters Revenge, which I don't know if I had ever seen before with the last time we talked about it, but then when I was watching it, it seemed vaguely familiar. So, yeah, so I watched the movie The Munsters Revenge, which comes on this season 2 disc set. It also comes with the movie Munster Go Home, which I've seen Munster Go Home before, but I didn't really remember The Munsters Revenge. Yes, Fred Gwynn for the win, all the way. The Munsters Revenge was the last TV movie with the 3 of the original main cast. So you get Fred Gwynn, you get Grandpa, and Lily Munster. They're the last 3 of it. You get a new Marilyn and a different Eddie. Different Eddie, a younger. I believe it was made in 77, I want to say, or it could have been made later, but I know it aired in like 1981. The thing, it was a Halloween movie special. So it was the last time they played the Munsters, and essentially the movie The Munsters Revenge is there's this wax museum of House of Horrors, right? And the Munsters are part of the wax museum, but the guy that owns it, Sid Caesar, the guy that owns the House of Horrors, the wax museum, they're not like just wax figures, they're robots, and he's having them going around stealing stuff. And Grandpa Munster and Herman Munster get arrested. They get arrested and accused because like the robotic wax figures robbed some people. So they get accused of it and they get arrested and put in jail. Of course, they break out to try to clear their name. And the new Marilyn falls in love with one of the young detectives trying to help him out. And Halloween is approaching, and it's supposed to be a big party, and everybody's coming. And so they got to clear their name before the Halloween party and everything. It was actually a pretty fun movie. It was a classic Munsters. So the Buffett says, I've barely seen any Munsters episodes. I did watch, Car 54. I've seen a few of those. I've seen more Munsters than I have Car 54. Yes, Al Lewis was Grandpa and everything. But no, it was a pretty fun movie, you know. And Sid Caesar is great in this movie as the villain. Dr. Diabolique, I believe he's called. Excuse me, I need a drink. My throat. Yeah, sorry. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, and so like his whole scheme is so stupid. It's so funny. The Dr. Diabolique's Caesar is like his scheme is apparently he's the brother of a pharaoh from thousands of years ago, a pharaoh of Egypt, and his mother gave all of his gold and all of his treasures to his brother because his brother got married first. So now he wants to get all this stuff back, and it's being put in a museum. So that's why he's created these things. So like he's going to use them on Halloween when the museum opens, and these robots can walk around and they can steal everything because he wants his golden potty back, his golden potty. So the Munsters got to clear their name, and it's just funny. If you've ever seen the Munsters, it's funny. And now after watching the Munsters Revenge, because I'm not sure if I've seen it or not, some parts of it looked familiar. Like, so maybe I've caught it before on like a TV show, like Me TV or something. Maybe I have before in the past, but I never really did it. So, but now that I've seen the Munsters Revenge, it is good. And I'm convinced that Rob Zombie's Munster movie was trying to copy that movie with some of the stuff that was set up in that movie. Like they go to Transylvania to the old house, the old castle, Grandpa's castle, with Igor and everything. And they mentioned this song. Lily Munster mentions what her favorite Transylvania song was. And I'm watching. I'm like, that's in the Munsters movie, because I've seen the Rob Zombie's Munster movie, which is not a good movie. But I'm watching this Munsters Revenge, and I'm like, that sounds a lot like what Rob Zombie was trying to, get into. So it seems like he was taking some of the prequel, because it's like a prequel movie. So it sounds like he was trying to capitalize on some of the stuff that was mentioned in the Munsters Revenge and spread it out from there. That's what and I just think he missed the boat. Yes, but is it as good as the Munsters today? The Munsters Revenge is better than the Munsters today. That show was, oh my gosh, that show was awful. It did start the Klingon ambassador. Yes, it did. Zombie is a deep cut horror nerd, so you're probably on the money. I would say so, because I know he's a fan. I know he's a huge fan of the Munsters, and he actually does the audio commentary for Munsters Go Home with Butch. I can't remember Eddie Munster's original name. I know it's Butch something. I can't remember it, but he actually does the audio commentary for Munsters Go Home on the Blu-ray. So I know he's a huge fan. But after watching Munsters Revenge, I really think he was trying to copy a little bit from there, is what it felt like. And because like, and also with the Munsters Revenge, which I really saw as well, is like they have Uncle Phantom of the Opera. So like, the Phantom of the Opera from like the Universals, when with the mask and like the pig nose and all that like thing. Yes, thank you, Butch Patrick. Yes, Butch Patrick and Rob Zombie actually do the audio commentary for Munster Goes Home on the Blu-ray. So because he's a huge fan. I just don't think he was right to. It's just Rob Zombie, man. I just don't think he did it right. But they like with all the guest stars in the Munsters Revenge of like the Universal Monster type people that guest star in that, which like is heavily populated in the Rob Zombie movie because it takes place in Transylvania, so he has like every monster in the movie. I think that is, and there's a witch in the Munsters Revenge that comes to the Munsters Halloween party named Elvira. And Elvira is in the Munsters movie. She doesn't play a witch. She plays a realtor that actually sells them the house on Mockingbird Lane, and she dresses as a witch for Halloween, and the witch she dresses as looks exactly like the Elvira witch in the Munsters Revenge. So definitely think his movie is more based off of that movie than the complete series. Outside some of the stuff that I believe was like mentioned in the first couple episodes of the Munsters, which I know he, like the cousin and everything. So I would say that most of what he based his movie on comes from stuff that was mentioned or seen in Munsters Revenge. I'm telling you, I haven't watched the Munsters movie since like 2 years ago, the Rob Zombie one from like 2 years ago, but I remember it because it was just so bad. It was so bad and cheesy. So, but yeah, I can recommend if you guys don't have this set and you're a fan of the Munsters, get this set. This is an incredible set. It is DVD. Hope maybe one day, because I know we were rumored to get the Addams Family on Blu-ray, the original series on Blu-ray. So I wish we would get that. I know that was announced a few years ago, and I don't think it's ever happened. So maybe we'll get the Munsters and Addams Family on Blu-ray one day. But I can highly recommend this set. It's only like $20, I believe. You get the all complete seasons. There's only 2 seasons of the Munsters, but it's like 40 something episodes. So you'll get that, or 70 episodes. I'm sorry. And you get 70 episodes. You get the 2 movies, Munsters Go Home, The Munsters Revenge, and tons of special features. So I highly recommend this set if you're a fan of like the Universal Monsters and the Munsters and stuff like that. If you're really into that, I highly recommend this set. It is DVD. Once again, I know some people don't like DVD, but some things are stuck on DVD. Some, as we just learned, the movie Rescue Me is probably stuck on VHS and Laserdisc. So in some cases, if you want these on physical media, you got to get them on the physical media they're stuck on. So I do recommend this set. It's a great set. I enjoyed it. I like it. I tend to watch the Munsters and Addams Family every year. So for Halloween and stuff. Rob Zombie's Munsters is trashed. Yeah. It's an experience. I actually do own the Blu-ray of it because I felt like it was one of those. It's like you gotta own the Blu-ray because this movie is so bad, is so whatnot. It's just I felt like I needed to. I don't know. I felt like I needed it, and I know I usually don't do that. I'm usually not that type of person, but I just felt like I could be like, hey, this is what you don't do with the Munsters. So yeah, but yeah, that's it. That's that. I watched that, and hopefully, I don't even know where I was going. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. He was a big fan. The Brian Barth, he was a huge fan. He is like I said, he is a big fan of horror movies and the Munsters and stuff like that. I just don't know if his artistic style was. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think he was quite made for it. Have the set of the Munsters picture quality, but hoping for a remaster Blu one day. Yeah, it's not bad picture quality. It's good. It's like I said, it's DVD. It's all stuff. But I do hope for a Blu-ray one day of the Munsters and the Addams Family and stuff like that. And I really would hope they would put. I don't know if anybody knows this, but does anybody know if that '90s Munsters movie that they aired on Halloween night is ever going to come out? Has that ever been released ever? I mean, I remember watching that on Halloween night in like 93 or 94, if I remember correctly. It was supposed to be a new Munsters thing. And how come the what's his name from Everybody Loves Raymond has never, ever played Herman Munster? I don't get it. He's perfect. I don't know why he has never got a chance to play Herman Munster in anything. I don't know why they cannot crack a Munsters movie like they've cracked the Addams Family movies. I don't know why they can't get it right. If anything, the Munsters should have been so much easier to crack as a movie than the Addams Family. They nailed the Addams Family not once but twice. And I mean, whether you like it or not, I have never seen it. Wednesday. I mean, if you like that show, I've never seen it. Probably won't. But how hard is it to nail the Munsters, man? I want a good Munsters movie. That'd be great. But if I never get it, I got the TV series and everything. Yeah. Yes, he would. I can't remember his name either. I know I'm Brad something, but yeah, I think he would be great as Herman Munster. I know he's getting a little older now, so I don't know if he could do it, but I think he could. I also know he did actually play Frankenstein in a Christmas commercial from a few years back. He played Frankenstein, so which would have been perfect. I mean, like just watch that, and you can totally see how he could have been Fred Gwynn. It would have been not Fred Gwynn, Herman Munster. So you could totally have seen that. I think he was involved at Universal back during House of a Thousand Corpses. Just heard they were working on a new one, but he got involved years ago, like 2015, I think. Probably. I know, like I said, he's a huge fan. I will say this. Sometimes some of us who are huge fans of something, maybe we shouldn't be put in charge of the movies because we all as fans see certain things the way we like to see it. So like, of course, Rob Zombie comes in and is like, I'm a huge fan of the Munsters, but also I'm a huge fan of the 70s and all this and all that. And so I'm going to do this. And maybe that's not a great way to do it. Sometimes you need maybe somebody like Nicholas from I can't remember his name. Is it Nicholas Meyer from like the Star Trek movies who did Wrath of Khan, who it was a naval fan and everything. And then when he watched Star Trek, got it. Maybe he wasn't a huge fan of Star Trek at the time and everything. Then he came in and he made Wrath of Khan in part 6, and he did really well. You know, I think he got it and he managed to capture what Star Trek should be. What was his name? Was it Nicholas Meyer? Am I losing my mind here? I don't know. All right. Well, that was my second pick of the night. And excuse me. I guess I'll move on to my final pick of the night. And then when Tom gets here, if he makes it home in time, he can share all his picks that he has because I've already shared all my picks. So finally, for you guys, I have the last video store from Arrow. This is a really good. This was a really fun movie, I will say. It needed a little work. It needed a little work on this movie, but this is the Arrow version. It's called The Last Video Store. It's a low budget Canadian movie, actually. That is a love letter to the video stores and all of my movies, like movies I love. So like, yeah, it comes with, that's the reversal thing. And it comes with a booklet, you know, from the thing, all that good stuff. And it comes with a poster, as always. I'll show the poster. So it's basically what you guys have already seen. So yeah, the poster, The Last Video Store, and then the actual, I prefer this side much better. But yeah, what is this movie about? You may be wondering. I'll tell you what this movie is about. So this movie takes place, I guess you could say, maybe a little bit into the future, but it's pretty much like present day. And there's one remaining video store left in the world, The Last Video Store, run by this guy. I know you can't. Does it have a better picture of him? Well, I'll show you the booklet again. This guy here, run by this guy. His name is Kevin, and he is the owner and manager of the video store. So he's just running this VHS video store all by himself. It's The Last Video Store. This young woman here pops into his video store to return her father's tapes, and she just so happens to have this tape called the Video Nomicon. It's a deadly evil tape that must never be played. And of course, they play the video. And what it does is it brings to life whatever's in the VCR. Because like the guy's setup is great. He's got this like tube TV underground. He's got like 6-7 VCRs on top of it, and he's got this thing where he can like switch through each of them and stuff. So like he put in like these movies. Like there's this called Beaver Creek Massacre Part 4, which is basically Friday the 13th Part 4. And then he's got this movie. It's like Predator. It's like a Predator movie. That was a rip off of Predator with the really bad CGI, and like an Indiana Jones movie, and then like a Cobra type movie with Stallone. And so like he's got all these movies, and it's like when they play the video Nomicon, like the characters from that come alive, like the Predator alien thing comes out, the hockey mask killer from Beaver Creek comes out and stuff. And so like they got to fight these things in the store. And like they're like the one of the cool things is like so you have like this Jason type hockey mask killer, and so like they're trying to figure out how to beat him, and then they throw in like this Cobra type movie, and so like this guy pops out like Cobra, which he's really like an amalgamation of like Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal. Like he's an amalgamation of all like the 80s, 90s action stars. So like he comes out and he's like starts to fight like the Jason thing. So like it's like a dream matchup like that. So it's like a really fun movie in that sense and everything. And so like it keeps getting further and further. Like, how do we stop this tape? And these things keep coming out and everything like that. So yeah, so that's a fun movie. I think the biggest problem with that I had with this movie, because I did like this movie, but it's not. There was like a little something missing as I was watching it, and I don't think this woman here, the young girl that comes in, well, she's not like she's like 20 something. She's supposed to like represent the Gen Zers and everything, and not doesn't understand what's the big deal with these video stores and everything. And like the owner, Kevin, is like he's big into like full moon feature type movies and stuff like that. Like there's even like subspecies posters and Puppet Master posters on the wall and stuff. So that's all there. Like he talks about why we love these movies. It's a great movie on that. Like he steals the movie. Like he's the main star. He's like, you connect with this guy, especially like if you grew up in the video store era and these type of movies and stuff, you connect with this dude on, cause like one of the great lines he has in the movie is like, you can't threaten me. I survived the format wars. It's a great line because like he's still standing. He's a video store. He's still standing, renting movies and stuff. And well, technically, he's not really renting movies anymore because his last customer of the day, her and her father, there's a whole story to it. What really lacks is like she's supposed to be, I guess, like the like I said, like the younger person who's learning why we love the video store and why these movies mean so much to us and why we connect to them and everything, and like why her dad, because there's a thing with her dad and stuff, and like she's supposed to have this very emotional moment, heart of the movie. She's just not a good actress. She just doesn't sell it, and she's kind of annoying, and she's kind of just there. That's probably like the worst parts of the movie, man. Is like she's just kind of this, like, you could honestly, you could have taken her out of the movie, right? You could have had just like these tapes, this Necronomicon tape, Video Nomicon, just like be dropped off to her, slip through the door, and he could have picked it up. He could have watched it, and these movies come alive. And then like maybe the Cobra guy, this guy's supposed to play Cobra, comes out, and they like work together to fight these. And like, because there's a moment in the movie where the Cobra guy finds out that he's called Viper. His name's Viper. He finds out that he's not Viper. He's like, he finds the Fangoria magazines and like the other VHS tapes of his other movies and stuff. And he starts having like this really crisis of conscience and everything, realizing who he is and what he is. So like, you could have had this like between them two, and then like where it goes from there. But I mean, I get why the girl's in the movie, because she's there for like supposed to be the younger generation and relate to her, why we like these movies, why we like physical, why we like the video store, why these movies mean so much to us, and maybe why they meant so much to her dad and stuff like that. So like, yeah, she was. I think that was like the one element of the movie that was kind of missing, was like her emotional impact on the film didn't really resonate. But his like the video store owner is freaking awesome in this movie. It's like he's cracking beers every 10 seconds, just like drinking a beer, and he's like watching it like it's like a movie, So it's good, All roads lead to Cobra. Yeah, definitely. Elements of Last Action Hero, sort of. So instead of them going into the movies coming to the real world, like the characters and stuff come into the real world. So yeah. I have 1,000-yard stare from the format war, scarred for life. Yeah, that was a great line in the movie. Like he tells that girl, he's like, you can't scare me. I survived the format wars. So, and he's like the last remaining video store. I can recommend the movie, I just feel like this movie could have been so much. It's just missing like a little punch to the film. Just it's not on the level as like I would put like as I just brought on like Tucker Dale or The Final Girls or any other movies like that. It's not on the level of those type of movies. But it has its moments. It is a really truly great love letter to the video store and the video store era, like mom and pop video stores, not like blockbuster video stores. You know, yes, I know a lot of people. I know we're nostalgic of blockbuster, but blockbuster wasn't the be all end all. The mom and pop video stores was great, and it's like it really reminds you of like why you went there and why you loved renting those type of movies and stuff. You know, it was a fun time, and it is a time that I don't think we will ever get back again. So, like, if you've never seen it, I can recommend it. The Last Video Store, check it out. I know it's this was cheap. This was like $20. It's on Blu-ray. So if you're into the B movies and like low budget B movies and stuff like that, and just sitting back and enjoying them, I recommend it because there's lots of nods to it. Like when the like characters from the like Beaver Creek Massacre come out, and Jason Guy kills one of the characters from them in front of them in the video store, and the head pops off the guy, and it's a fake head. Like they pick it up, like even if they're like the video guy picks it up, he's like, the cheap bastards. They didn't. It's a fake head. He's like they purposely reused this prop head from part 1 for part 4, and like the cheap bastards. So like it gives you a nod to this type of movies, like how they used to do that, like where they would reuse props and how fake the heads looked and stuff. So like that's in the movie, but like they are in real danger from this guy, even though like the character you killed in front of them is like that. So it has those little moments in between there like that. So I really dug that, and I really enjoyed that about the movie. And I think it's a good movie. I do think it's a good movie. It's not a great movie. It's just was missing a little punch to it, just a little something to it. So. But if you guys want to check it out, you can go ahead and check it out. It's worth it. It's worth a watch. It's only like an hour and 14 minutes, so it's not like it's gonna, it's not like it's going to take a lot of your time out of your day, and you might get a good chuckle and a good laugh out of it. What can I say? And if you're a fan of like those movies, you're definitely going to be like, oh, I remember movies like that. Oh yeah, that stuff like that. Because he like talks about this isn't the CGI and stuff from like the Jurassic Park movies. This was glorious early 90s CGI, low budget, where it just looked so fake. You guys remember movies like that. So like they have those moments. And but that's it. That's all I got for my physical media stack of the night. I was hoping Tom would get here before I ran through mine so quickly. So if you guys got any questions or anything you guys want to talk about till Tom gets here before we show his, so you just give me some things. What is up, Tom? That's the other Tom I know, VHS Massacre. Glad to see you out there as well. So pop in, say hi. Hello to you. Yeah. Whatever. I'm putting you to sleep. You gotta love older brothers, right? You gotta love older brothers. Thomas, another turn. That's it. That's all I had. So hopefully Tom will get here in a minute and he can go through his picks and we'll close it out tonight. So hopefully he's not stuck in traffic somewhere. But if you guys got anything else you want to ask me about or talk about before, we'll kill some time so I don't put you all to sleep. Yeah, I know I'm not the greatest. I'm not the most entertaining. I know I can't be fun. So, whatever. Do you think something like laser disc with Blu-ray qualities will be? No, I don't. Well, there's a lot of people that still like Laserdisc. I know Robert My Burnett Nim still likes Laserdisc and all that. There's a lot of people that still collect it. I think maybe those people might, and if it was a Laserdisc that you didn't have to flip over, like flip over, if it was kind of like a Blu-ray quality Laserdisc, and they didn't have to flip it over, possibly. But I think most people I think most people are pretty good with the Blu-ray or 4K or DVD, you know. So I think it depends on the collector. I mean, VHS made a comeback, so you never know. You never know. Hey, thank you. What's your most prized physical media title? Hmm. At one time I would have said Dawn of the Dead before the 4K came out because I know it was really hard to get on that. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. I have to look at my collection over there. I don't know. I don't know what would be my most prized piece. Also, at one point in time, I probably would have said the Superman Still DVD set that I had. This with the contained all the Superman movies and everything with the booklet. I would have said that at one time. Still kind of cool to have that. Yeah, maybe that, because it means more. It means a lot to me that Superman movies do, the original ones. So I don't know. That I'd really have to look through my stuff because I've collected. I know you guys don't see it, but I have a lot on this wall over here. I have a lot, and I'm running out of room. So I have to clean it up a little bit. That's why I never really show it. I have to clean it up a little bit. Got boxes and stuff. Um, so I don't know. Maybe the Superman set. Maybe some. I mean, I do. I would say the Avengers thing, but that's like that. That's like my most prized because yeah, it's signed by the Russos and it's steelbook. I got that free, but that's not like my most prized. I don't know. Maybe the Superman thing for the most part. Um, you're fun and thank you, Void King. Laserdisc is cool. I know a lot of people like Laserdisc. And actually, I do not own any beta. I actually just saw a beta tape of Videodrome for $100. They were selling Videodrome on beta for $100. The original beta release, and I was like, I can't. No way in heck could I possibly, there's no way I could pay for that. But no, I don't have any beta. I don't have a beta player. There are times I do wish I could, but I got enough with VHS at the time. So, some of the Laserdisc audio mixes and transfers are the most theatrical. Yes, some of them are. That's why they're still using those Laserdisc transfers for Blu-rays and stuff down the line. So yeah, that's why they were really good on that point. Yeah, there you go. Largest VHS tape box. I have it's a big box like this. It contains Terminator 1, 2, and special features VHS set of Terminator. So I have it's like this big VHS box set like that. And it comes with a magazine and everything. It's probably my largest VHS tape box set I have. Probably is. It probably is. It's your PCU with Ray that Rick cooked. Oh yeah, Rick. Yeah, my PCU. Yeah, that Rick hooked me up Blu-ray. Yeah, because that's not on Blu-ray. He made a really good Blu-ray for that. He found a really good copy of that. So yeah, yeah. Would have gotten the Evil Dead one for you, but I was broke when. Yeah. I know he found no worries about that. That's the one copy of like Evil. I do have Evil Dead, but he did find the Necronomicon book, Evil Dead release. So yeah. Yes, I have a lot. I do have a lot. It's overflowing onto the floors, sadly. That's true. I need to like pack some stuff up. Yeah, so I do not have any HD DVDs. I never got into HD DVD. So I don't have any of those at all. Oh no, I lie. I have Star Trek season 1. It came with Blu-ray and HD DVD. It was like that's how it came. So I do have that. I do have that. But that was it. That's all I had. That's all I have. Been trying to get him to do ceiling down shelves forever. Yeah, I would. I do gotta fix my. I gotta fix that. 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 I gotta fix that yeah, so I don't have any other than the Star Trek set. It's only like HD DVD set I have. Um, I'm not really sure. I'm not really fully sure on that. That was another format war that came and went. That Blu-ray was better quality, held more, and better quality as far as I know. So oh, that's nice. Large box vampire hookers. That's nice. That's cool. That's cool. um, do they? I don't know. See, I never got into HD DVDs. I went from like when I went to VHS to DVD to Blu-ray to 4K. I never got into Laserdisc, and I never got into HD DVD. So because I went, that's what my family did. We were VHS for a very long time. We held out on VHS so long as we could, and then we went to DVD, and then I went to Blu-ray, and then now I'm on the 4K. So I never had all that stuff. Yeah. So I need it. Yeah. See, HD DVD had a capacity of 30 gigabytes. Blu-ray had, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought like the biggest thing was like the Blu-ray held more data and stuff. So, yes, I did know they made HD VHS tapes. I actually do have one. I can't remember which one of it. It's I got it. It's in like a little snap case. It's I just was in my head and it went away. Uh, um, the George Lucas car movie. Oh my god, I can't think of the name. American Graffiti. I have American Graffiti on HD VHS tape over there. Yes, I do know. I do have some of those. I have one of those. So yeah, I have that. Yeah, Microsoft tried to back HD instead of Blu-ray, but Sony had Blu-ray, and that was that. So 1080i as well. So yeah, 1080 HD DVD had 1080i, not 1080p. So that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Um, but yeah, that's what I have. Yeah, I'm still trying to do like Dope Effect got me with that my most prized physical media thing because I'm really trying to think about that because like up until I got the 4K Blu-ray, the 4K set of the Superman movies, I would have to have said that was probably one of my most prized, if not my most prized physical media. I mean, because it means something to me. Like I could say, yeah, I have the rarest of rare Blu-ray. Like I do have a couple Blu-rays and out of print Blu-rays that people can't get their hands on and stuff. And like, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I got this. This is, you guys can't get this. But I'm not like that. Like the Superman movies meant the world to me because that's like my all-time favorite superhero, and I love the Christopher Reeve movies, and it's just like that tin can set that came with all those discs and all those special features, and that newspaper just was it was incredible. It was incredible. So I still talk about it. I made a video about it. So that's probably one of my most prized sets. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. Yes, because I love horror movies and all that. But there's something about that. There's something about that. Um, but yeah, that was a good question. I really really like that question. You got me with that one. But if you guys got any more questions, we could talk a little bit more, and hopefully Tom will be here soon. If hopefully, hopefully he didn't have any troubles or anything, because we made him miss a stop. They played 1080p on later players like the HD830 and HDX-A2, which I own both of. They were unmatched at playing up-converted DVDs and could remove 3.2 pull downs for. What are we talking about there? Okay, talking about like that. I get you. I get you. I'm waiting for the FanZcene installing physical media shelves video. One day I gotta get some. I do need a lot better shelves, a lot more room. So I gotta do that. I gotta do that. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to live. Just live. Be happy. Don't take for granted things. I don't know. That's the way I see it. Just live and be happy. As hard as that can be, I wasn't in a good mood today. I really wasn't. You guys have actually put me in a better mood because I had a bad day and I was in a really bad mood. So you guys have put me in a better mood than I anticipated to be. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate that because I had a shit day today. What's the best video store that's still open right now? I don't know. I haven't been to any because there's none in my area, but I know there's one. I was alerted to one that there's one in Akron, Ohio, called Killer Video. That's the VHSs and stuff on the field on out there. They're not for rent. It's designed to look like an old mom and pop video store. You can go in, peruse and everything. But they do rent Blu-rays and DVDs at the Akron, Ohio video store. So you can go there and rent that. And I know there's Scarecrow Video is probably the best video store that you can get to. So you can get that. It's Scarecrow Video. But yeah, Scarecrow Video is really, really, really good one. So I think we have somebody to help fill in some space now if he's ready. So
I made it. Sorry, it's a little longer because I missed my turn. Had to go around the long way. But I'm here.
Yeah.
Anyhow, how's everybody doing?
Doing good. I'm regaling them with my boring
What were
stories.
your movies other than Superman? I missed
Oh
that.
yeah. Okay, so you saw Superman.
Yeah.
And then I had the Munsters, which I know I brought this on before, but I watched the movie The Munsters Revenge, which I had not watched the last time I had brought it on because I only watched TV shows. Then I watched The Last Video Store from this.
And you managed to talk that long about those? I'm impressed.
Yeah, that long, and some questions from the chat. Dobuff asked a really good one that got me. He said, "What's my most prized physical media in my collection?" I was like, so it took me a minute to think about that. So
It's a good question.
It's a good question.
Debbie Does Dallas?
I wish. I was saying it's probably my 10 Superman
Still needs
10.
a Blu-ray.
But it still needs a Blu-ray. So yeah.
So I guess I can just hop right in, huh?
Yeah, go ahead and start showing yours off.
So I finished off the Spinal Tap / mockumentary bit with Mighty Wind, of course, which I think you have actually seen. It sounded
yes,
like.
I have seen that. Yes.
And yes, this is a great film. Still stands up. I mean, all these movies are really good. This one's a lot of fun because we get the guys reunited as Spinal Tap as the folksmen there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a fun film, and I mean, this is them at their pretty much their best. I mean, it's almost on par with Best in Show. Depending on when you ask me, I think last week I said Best in Show was better. I could say this is better one week, the other. It doesn't matter. It's a pretty good film. For those who don't know what it's about a group of folk singers who are brought back together to celebrate the life of their old record label owner,
Mm-hmm.
and the drama that ensues behind the scenes. And of course, Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy are kind of the central focal point, but otherwise the story works, and it's a really good film. So check it out if you haven't.
I enjoyed it. I like when it comes down, like I was mentioning last week, when it comes down to them two, how's their performance going to end and what are they going to do, and everybody's just like,
Mm-hmm.
so I did that. That movie's got a little bit of heart to it that I really like, where it leads and everything. Then it's funny to see where they are afterwards. And then one guy,
Yeah.
from Spinal Tap.
But yeah, I've decided that I have to live the rest of my life as a woman.
So when he's got the big old jaws and stuff.
This is crazy. But all right. So next up, which is funny because Chris has a trans kid. But anyway, next up, speaking of Chris, this is the first one that is not a mockumentary. Although it has some of the same hallmarks, it's all improvised and stuff like those other films. It's an actual movie. And in that, it has a little bit more of an actual running storyline. And I do have, of course, the Warner Archive Blu-ray, but I brought this because this is my old used DVD copy that I bought from Movie Gallery.
Nice.
And I even still have the old receipt inside.
Oh,
so I can tell you the day and how much I paid for it. So I bought this on the 24th of May of 2008, and I used my employee no, I didn't even have to use an employee discount thing. We didn't really have anything really for that anyway. But we had a bunch of pre-played movies for $1.99. So I got a $5.99 DVD for for only $1.99. So I paid only $1.99 for this movie.
Nice.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's fun.
So yeah, so that's that. Anyway, so yeah, the DVD.
You
of course,
get rid of it anyways, right?
Normally I would, but
no, the store was getting rid of them anyways.
Oh well, at that point, probably 2008. Yeah. When did they close? Early 2009, somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere around.
So
there.
I mean, I was still working there at the time, so because it was under my employee number or whatever. But anyhow, so yeah, no, of course the new Blu-ray or newer Blu-ray, I should say. I wouldn't say it's brand new, but it's newer-ish. No, it's a good film. For those who don't know what it's about this little independent movie based around a Jewish holiday, and a rumor is started on an internet a website news place, which, to kind of understand when this film came out, this was 2006. So, you know, the internet was a thing. News sites were kind of becoming a thing. I think Ain't It Cool News was real big at this point, and some other stuff. Yeah. So some of those rumor sites kind of were out there. I'm sure there was some other geek sites out there yet at that time, or that were up and coming. So anyhow, some internet rumor starts that Catherine O'Hara's actress that she plays in the movie is going to be nominated for an Oscar. They're not even done making the movie yet. Like, they're in the middle of shooting it. And so that like really amps things up. And then the next thing you know, there's a rumor that Harry Shearer's character is going to get nominated. So that makes it. And again, they're not even done making the movie
they're in the
yet.
process of making it. Yeah,
they're still in the process of making the movie. And then all of a sudden they're like, you know, stars again, because like Harry Shearer's been a character actor for like 40 years in the industry and nobody recognizes him. And Catherine O'Hara was a young actress in like a few random B movies or something like that. Now she's trying to make it's just, and Christopher Guest is this, I think he's supposed to be Jewish, like director who's just completely just fucking aloof of everything. He just doesn't give a fuck about anything, really. So it's just like, it's just a complete catastrophe as far as the and you got the whole original regulars along the ride on this thing. And what's great is you got, of course, Coolidge, who plays the producer on the film, who's clueless as fuck. Yeah. And she is this is one of her better I mean, she's great in all of them, but this is probably her creme de la creme here. Like, I don't even know where she came up with this accent. She's supposed to be playing some middle steering fucking woman, and she sounds like she's deaf. That's what her act like, and she just hams it the fuck up. Yeah. Hams it the fuck up the whole movie. And I mean, of course, the whole cast does, but I mean, and then of course, Parker Posey's character then also gets a rumor that she's gonna get nominated next, and I don't want to give too much more away to spoil it, because that's pretty much the whole gist of the movie. So yeah, so like, check it out. It's for your consideration. For your consideration.
I remember it. It's been a while. I remember Mighty Wind more than I remember For Your Consideration. So, right. Yeah, but I remember that. Yeah, I remember them being pretty funny, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a good one, VHS Massacre. Thanks you for sticking with us. Yeah.
Well, on that note, let's see what I got next. Should we go with an oldie or a newie?
Oldie.
Okay, well, I started off my Halloween season already with Halloween 3, as you do.
Oh, yes. I've started mine like a week ago. So. It's almost time, kids.
It's almost time, kids. Yeah, so I've already brought this on a million times, so we don't need to go on too much about that one.
It's a good movie, though. I watched it last Halloween. I brought it on.
Yeah, so I watched it again. This is one I watch pretty much every year. Because for those who don't know, and I'll tell the story for like the 16th time now, this is the first Halloween movie I ever saw. So I had no frame of reference, really. I mean, I was aware of Michael Myers, but as far as I knew, like, and this is what it's funny if you watch the review that Roger Ebert and them give, I think they assume that Michael Myers is just one of the guys, because it's funny, because Dick Warlock plays one of the guys.
Yeah.
Okay, the robotic guys.
Yeah.
Like at first, I just assumed that was Mike Myers, just like he did. I think because, like, fine, everybody's always in fire.
Yeah.
And I mean, I even cut. And then when he blew up in the car, I was like, oh yeah, he burnt up in the last one. So is this just like the last few minutes of the last movie or something like that? And then it's kicking off because I'd seen a few like the Friday the 13th movies, I think, and stuff like that. So this was a normal way for one of these fucking movies to start. Okay,
right.
So I'm just completely like, whatever. It's Halloween 3. I didn't know. Fuck. Anyhow, as I'm going through the movie, and of course I saw it on like AMC or some cable channel because I was at my cousin's at the time, and it was edited, so I didn't see all the gory shit. But for what it is, has a very Tales from the Crypty kind of.
It does.
You know, kind of vibe to it, to where it works on that level where I can see where kids can gravitate to this movie. It has a lot of the hallmarks and things that kids enjoy. Now, there's a lot of adult shit in it that I wouldn't want a kid to see. But as you see the TV version of it, especially in the time period I would have seen it, it would have pretty much been edited down to the point where most kids could probably watch it and whatever, as long as they're within a 12-year-old range, right? Yeah. So like whatever. But yeah, no, one of the few things Shit Factory used to do pretty good. This was a good transfer. It almost felt like a Vinegar Syndrome, considering the damage that was left on it and everything like that. Yeah. But hey, at least we know it wasn't manipulated. Speaking of manipulated,
I mean, you got to crack a beer and sleep with women and be Tom Atkins, right?
Right.
That's what Halloween's all about.
I mean, that movie is just basically how, I mean, he loses 2 of his good fuck buddies in one night. I mean, basically. Yeah. So.
Oh, that poor, like, when you really think about that poor woman, because she was real. And then they take her and she's dead.
Well, that one, and then the other one, the one in the police station that, like, fuck all, it really had to do with much all. Like,
when she's going through all this stuff and everything. It's like, what am I going to do? Now I got to go back to my actual wife and kids.
Basically, stuck with that bitch. Yeah. So speaking of manipulation of picture, though, Meatballs is a movie.
Hold on.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Signed by them. Okay, good.
That's awesome. No, well, Meatballs has been a movie that's gotten a few releases over the years. And this is one of the last ones it had from Lionsgate, and Lionsgate brought it out again more recently in the Lionsgate Limited. And I tell you, as I brought this up last week, this has probably one of the greatest steelbook covers ever. As it utilizes the reverse the way they should in one of these. So yeah, I showed all this off last week. So how's the transfer? The transfers goes from great to not so great. And I don't know what the fuck happened here, because as far as I can tell, Jason Reitman was the one who oversaw this, and they have actually, he's even in the making of, as they go through this whole thing, and they would talk about the soundtrack and how when I think it was Sony or somebody like that did a version of it back in the DVD days, and they added a 5.1 soundtrack to it and added some sound effects and stuff to it. And Jason's listening to it and he's like, where the fuck did that duck come from? And shit like that. He's like, you know, like, so there's just a bunch of so they like completely got rid of that one. So this new sound mix here is from a brand new from the mono, completely stemmed out into a stereo mix. Because I think this 5.1 mix on here is that old Sony mix, if I remember right. Or this might just have the old, like a stereo mix that was made back in the day or something like that. I can't remember which, but like I haven't watched that version in years. Anyway, this will pretty much replace it. The problem with this movie, there's only one downside, because it has all the special features from the past, all the old DVD special features that never made it over to here and all that kind of business. The only problem with this movie is on the B-roll footage or the optical footage, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's technically not B-roll. I don't know what you call it. But like any of the footage that's not negative, right? So anything that has a title over it, anything that's a transfer, like it'll go from a fade to another scene, or has any kind of optical, that's going to be a second or tertiary print of the film that was originally shot. So they don't have the negative anymore, most likely anyway. So any of those shots, for some reason, seem extremely manipulated. And they look like utter donkey shit, especially compared to the Blu-ray. Because those are the few bits I did watch, was like, because even the intro being all, you know, optical stuff,
right,
was like, what the fuck is wrong with this movie? Right? Like, what is the deal? Okay, so Sadie is being really antsy. I don't know what the hell she wants. I let her out when I got home. I'm going to let her out again. I don't know what the hell she wants, but if you haven't noticed, she's been...
everywhere, yeah.
That means she wants something. So I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Hey, sometimes you gotta give Sadie her due, right? So yeah, but I'll address this to you real quick. Uh, what they were trying to do was Halloween was never originally intended to be just Michael Myers, right? John Carpenter wanted it to be like an anthology where different things happen on Halloween night. So that's where that was coming from. So
that and Michael Myers had kind of gotten played out, and he'd gone way.
yeah,
Because he doesn't even like the fact that he made Michael Myers and Laurie's brother and sister.
yeah, he doesn't like part two.
He said that was a stupid idea. He came up over a 12-pack of beer.
Yep.
And probably some too much weed.
Yep.
And he was backed into a corner because he had to write the movie he didn't want to write. But this was along the lines of what they wanted to do. So
yeah. And I like part two though. But I like part three too. So
yeah, that's the only problem with this movie. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if we'll find out that there was some problem down the line, but like every shot that would be, like I said, not negative footage, looks like it's been overly denoised from a DVD standard def source.
mm-hmm.
And it's not even the same shit as here. So if anything, they would have been better off taking the standard 1080p from this print, but this was just probably like, the inner positive or whatever it was that they scanned at the time. It's definitely, I don't think it's the negative. It might be, but I don't think it is. And then, because there is some stuff that's different between the two that I noticed that makes me feel like this is a completely different scan, or a different film that they used to scan, I should say.
Right.
And so, I don't know, something fucked up, but they've been almost better off using this and just up converting it a little bit, and it'd have been fine. Hey, Six.
Yeah, hey,
Six. Because it's the way it looks here, especially when you see it bounce off of better looking 4K footage that normally looks good, you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And there is some stale grain or whatever the fuck you want to call it, ghost grain here and there, the, trail grain, mosquito noisy shit.
Yeah.
Once in a blue moon, but I only saw it a few times, nothing that was really out of the ordinary. So it's like a very good transfer overall, but it has some issues.
Right.
So I guess I would probably rate it in like a 7 or an 8 as far as the transfer, which is not great, but it could be better. Now, a movie that has a much better transfer and isn't as good as a film is Krull.
Yes, I forgot that came out. I missed out on that.
Well, this movie, and I think it's the same scan that's been for all of these. Maybe not the Mill Creek one, but this one I got imported is definitely from a 4K scan, because this scan's been around for years. But look, I love this movie, or should I say, I like this movie. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just it drags on like a motherfucker.
It does.
It would have done. Yeah, it would have done well with just a good 15-minute trim. And you don't really have to lose anything. You just trim up some, because there's just a lot of just nothingness. I don't know who the director is offhand. I'd have to look.
Yeah, it was like
Peter Yates. Yeah, so I don't know if he's known for that or anything like that, but there's just a lot of moments where shit just lingers for way too long.
Yeah, kind of like when they're in the woods and they're just walking and nothing's happening, and it kind of lingers on a little bit.
Not even really much dialogue even and shit like that. And then when it does have dialogue, sometimes it over explains stuff, I guess, a little bit, but I wouldn't say it's too bad. It just feels like everything is at a snail's pace in this movie, guys. I don't understand it. And I mean, you can totally tell they're trying to be Star Wars. Like,
yeah, it's like Star Wars. It's like somebody's like, I hate to say like Lord of the Rings, but it's like, what if we did Lord of the Rings but Star Wars?
Kind of,
sort of, maybe. But yeah, you're not wrong, because like it's weird, because like it's a spaceship, but it's on this like medieval like place. It's crazy, but I mean, it's a good movie though. It is, but it does have its we had attention spans back then, Tom. Saw it in theaters and was riveted the whole time.
It's funny you mentioned that, Tyrell, because I was thinking that exact same thing while I'm like 45 minutes to an hour into it. I'm like, had I seen this a dozen times as a kid, I would probably be fine with this. But that's the thing, is it was one of those movies that I just didn't see that often as a kid. In fact, I don't even know if I saw it to the first time until I was like 11 or 12, probably.
Right.
And I don't even know why it never even came onto my radar. It was just, I think I was more aware of the Atari game. And I think maybe for the longest stupid time, just because I'm a idiot like that, I think maybe I thought it was based on the game or something like that, and the game sucked ass. So, like, yeah, and to me, honestly, watching it this last time too is like I try to like it more. I mean, it does have a lot of elements that are great. The problem with the film is it has a pretentiousness about it, but it also has a stellar cast. It has a good story. It does have this Lord of the Rings meets sci-fi thing going for it that is kind of Star Warsy, but different enough, right? Like, I get it. The special effects are fine. There's some really great makeup effects. It almost feels like they're taking way too much time to show off. I mean, in a lot of the ways, like the Lord of the Rings, but the problem with Krull is it's not as, I hate to tell Krull this, but sorry, kid, you're not as important as fucking Lord of the Rings is. Like, you don't deserve these huge fucking spanning long fucking grand shots that you didn't earn, right? Like, look, Star Wars didn't even have a lot of that shit, right? See, that's the problem with some of these posts. That's why the ones we remember and are fun are the ones that are the closer to the B movies that Star Wars is based on, right? Like Battle Beyond the Stars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Look, Krull lived on, and that's because it is a decent film. Don't get me wrong, but it suffers from the problem of a lot of these, because a lot of these studios dumped a bunch of movies that were kind of Star Wars ripoffs without actually knowing what made Star Wars, right? Like, that's the thing, is they didn't get it. And that's why you didn't greenlight it in the first place, dumb shit. Right? Like, and that's what happened. That's Hollywood in a nutshell. That's the 70s and early 80s Hollywood for you, right?
Yeah.
Like, look, we told that Spielberg kid no. Now what the fuck we gonna do? Just make a bunch of Jaws movie ripoffs. Well, we talked about Mac and Me a few weeks back, and what was the whole deal with that?
Yeah.
The producer flat out said, he goes, "We're gonna rip off E.T. If we make 1% of what fucking E.T. made, we're gonna be rich." I mean, that's, at the same time, you got to admire that. Because it's one of those few industries where if you had somebody with enough balls and enough money, they'd throw fucking money at one of these weird ideas. And next thing you know, we got a cult classic. Yeah. Krull manages to have enough of the B-movie-ishness going for it. It's a good enough story, so the only flaw it has is that, right? So there you go. The sound design was great. Even the new Dolby Atmos upgrade is amazing. Like I said, the visuals are amazing. Sony's done a great amount of care here to make sure that the movie looks both filmic but not overly noisy or anything like that. And you can tell it was shot. They shot the shit out of this movie, right? Like, it looks good. And I can recommend it. And the steelbook is a very nice looking steelbook. Excuse me. Just show it off here for you guys. Of course, it has the old classic poster with the L card or J card, whatever you want to call it, with that art on back or whatever. But then on this other side, it's just, that's a little meh. Would have been better if it was like the glaive or whatever. Yeah, and the inside is the princess, and then you can tell it's still on my Blu-ray probably because I watched it last night.
You would think they'd put the weapon on at least the Blu-ray or something.
Yeah, I think that it is on the 4K.
It's on the 4K.
Yeah, it is on the 4K, but I thought maybe that'd be on the back. But anyway, all the special features are pretty much on the Blu-ray except for maybe the commentary, I think. Mm-hmm. There is actually a few. I did not get a chance to compare it up against my import. So I can't tell you what's different there, if this is missing anything or vice versa. So, yeah. But this just says cast and crew commentary, behind the scenes commentary, and then Journey to Krull featurette and theatrical trailer. So, then on my, I believe, German import this is. Is this German or is this, it might be, Spanish. Oh, no, it's Deutsch. Bonus. 20-page booklet. I can read that much. Ein Blick auf Krull. And then Von Patrick Winkler. Trailer, featurette, Journey to Krull. Yeah, so it's the same exact features than it looks like, if I'm not mistaken. So there you go. So that's that.
Nice.
Obviously, I like it enough that I've bought it 3 fucking times.
I still have the Mill Creek Blu-ray, so
which looks okay. It's got a 5.1 mix on it, so yeah, it's not horrible. I think that might even come. I have to double check. It might even be the same exact scan that's on my import one, so it's all, which is all from the same 4K scan that this 4K Blu-ray is from, because they did it for, I think, the 35th anniversary, which I think got a really minor theatrical release or something like that. I just finally got to the Blu-ray. But, you know, if anything, yeah, I did get Superman. I got the Steelbook. I haven't got a chance to even really look at it yet. Well, okay, well, I was trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with the commentary. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be on the digital version. It was not upgraded yet as of last night, and then I had some issues with Voodoo today, trying to cross over my fucking account so I can get rid of an old email. And that has been a fucking nightmare. I don't even want to get into that. So as of right now, I don't have a Vudu account. I think my movie's still on Amazon, whatever carried over from Movies Anywhere, but that's not all my movies. Only like 2/3 of them. But anyhow, and I don't even know if my TV shows will carry it over and everything like that. But they claim my shit's still there, but I can't sign into my account now. And when I sign into my old account, my shit's gone. So, yeah. I'm at a loss here. And yeah, this whole thing started over a fucking t-shirt. So what happened is if you pre-order Spinal Tap 2, you get a t-shirt. Now how it works is you're supposed to get an email right away, which I did not get because I went into my old email and I'm like, I don't see an email here. So I said something to him and then to try and just what I thought was going to be to fix everything. I'm like, look, I don't really use that email anymore. Why don't we just put my regular email, which is already attached to my Fandango ticket account where I buy tickets and everything through. So in case there is any synergy between the two, which sometimes there is, why don't we just combine the two? And the original lady made it sound like it was going to be easy peasy as pie. And let me tell you, it cost me half of my afternoon. It's part of the reason why I was so late tonight. Not all of it, but a portion of it. Right. So anyhow, I still haven't got it sorted out. But yeah. So what the deal was is I'm like, well, I want to be able to make sure they have the size I want before I even ordered it. And the customer service rep couldn't even tell me what sizes they had. They just assumed they have up to a certain size because that's what they have in their store for other shirts. So I'm like, all right, motherfuckers, I'm going to do this. So let me tell you what, if I can't get a shirt that fits me, I'm going to get refunded anyway. Because I'll be damned if I'm paying that much for a fucking shirt that I can't fit in.
Yeah.
The only reason I did this, and this is where I'm wondering about this, is because the website, the official Spinal Tap website, they only go up to 3XL. And if you haven't noticed, I'm not a little guy.
I thought you looked like you lost a little weight when you came back from vacation.
Maybe I did. That's very possible. But it still doesn't mean I'm enough for my look. I still got to have at least a 4 to 5XL shirt. I'll be fucking honest with people. And a lot of it's not just because of my size, but it's got to be able to go low enough for my fucking gut. Okay? All right? My gut don't hang past my ding-a-ling, but I do need at least to get so long, just like so I don't feel like my gut's hanging out. I hate that. Because that is nothing more unattractive than that. Like, look, I'm already unattractive enough. I don't need to add to the problem. Like you, I'm on a journey. I'm just not as good as you are at this journey. You went in a pretty straight line. Me, I go, fuck, what am I doing here? Shit, what's this over here? Maybe what? Fuck, that's me. So
my uncle Rick got to the point where he didn't give a fuck. He'd walk around with his gut hanging out at the bottom of his shirt.
I still have the standards that I will not go out in pajama pants, right? Like and Crocs. Like the few times I've gone out in Crocs, it's just like, Tom, it's not a big deal. You're going through fucking drive-through and you're going home. And that makes it even more pathetic because you're going through fucking fat food, fucking drive-through and fucking Crocs, Tom. You're in fucking Crocs, you loser. Fucking Crocs. Same thing with pajama pants. You're a lazy-ass bastard. You can't even put on fucking pants. You know, there's the other things that are little pants called shorts. If you can't put on at least shorts or pants, then you don't go out. Unless you're in a wheelchair or you're 4, you shouldn't have little characters all over your fucking pants. Look, I have more fucking pajama pants than any adult man fucking should. I live in those bastards a long time of my life. A lot of the day when you're fat, Let me tell you, those are the most comfortable fucking things you ever. Look, 6. I'm gonna tell you this. I did not own a pair of Crocs until I got my toenail surgery because they told me I had to get like, I'm like, well, so I can get flip flops or like fucking no, you got to get Crocs. Like, you got to have some kind of protection over the toes. Trust me, you're going to want it. I'm like, well, if that's the case, I'll just fucking get steel toed. Like, you got to have some air. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'll buy fucking Crocs. They're crock of shit. That's why they're called Crocs.
Yep.
Because they're a crock of shit. They're not really shoes. They're too fancy to be slippers. And actually, they're cheaper than slippers because they're just fucking rubber. Plasticky rubber shit. It's not even like, it's not hard enough to be rubber, but it's not soft enough to be whatever that shit is. What is it called? Like fucking... I don't know. What's the shit mats and stuff are made out of? Cushion?
The mats, like the rubber mats.
Yeah, what is that shit?
Rubber, yes.
Is it rubber?
Foam?
No, I'm trying. Not
rubber
foam, but not styrofoam. I guess foam.
Rubber foam.
Rubber foam. If they made shoes out of rubber foam, that'd be fucking amazing. Now those I might think twice about going out.
I can't. I gotta
let
wear
them toes
shoes.
breathe.
I do not like sandals. I do not like. I have to wear socks and I have to wear shoes. I can't. I don't even like to go barefoot. I don't like to go barefoot.
I don't have good looking feet, so I can't be. Yeah, no.
I don't know. Just something. I just don't like to go barefoot.
I envy those who
kind of
have
weird thing on me.
A body that is more than presentable in public.
Rock out with your Crocs out.
Nope. It's Lazyville.
Yeah, our uncle. If you're talking about our Uncle Rick, yeah, he was tall. He was really tall, and he just let that gut go. He didn't care. He let it hang out his shirt. He let that go.
See, I'm going the other direction. See, I'm actually getting to that point where, like, I look at myself every morning going, why do you dress like a 12-year-old? You need to stop. You need to grow up and go buy a shirt that doesn't have a character on it and some pants that aren't jeans or sweatpants and wear some shoes that aren't high tops or Crocs.
I got gym shoes and boots. That's what I like to wear. I can't wear that stuff. My brother wears Crocs, but he don't give a shit. My brother don't care. So he's got like a Nightmare Before Christmas Crocs. He goes out there, he wears them. But then again, my brother's like 6'3", tattoos, and nobody's gonna fuck with him
for wearing Crocs.
Nobody's gonna mess with my brother. So.
Look, if you look great and you wear Crocs, ain't nobody looking at your fucking Crocs.
Yeah.
And if you look great, like, you know, Johnny Depp circa 1989, and you walking around in fucking pajama pants, guess what? Nobody gonna care. They glad you walking around in pajama pants because then they can see your jammy jam fucking swinging back and forth, right? Like nobody gives a shit. But if you like me and you 300 fucking pounds too much, you don't need to be wearing that shit in public. Put something decent on. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting to that point too. I can't dress like that. I can start dressing like an adult just so I can get some fucking respect.
I do that sometimes with my graphic shirts. It's like I'm like 42 and I'm wearing a Superman shirt. Maybe I should put on a button up. Maybe I should put on this button up shirt, you know.
If you're just going to the store to get some fucking dog food or whatever, but like I'm getting to that point where in life where like come on, I gotta dress like somewhat of an adult.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get any respect anywhere. I might even get a loan or something if I do that.
There's days where I feel like that, but I mean, I like to wear jeans. I can't wear pajamas either. I don't like wearing pajamas. I like wearing jeans.
I'll wear them at home, but like, no, not out in public. Yeah. No. Anyway, Brian's like nice rant. Well, I wouldn't call it a rant so much as that was a comedy bit, but yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm a stand-up at heart somewhere in there. I was ever able to do anything, and I could write some shit here and there, but like I got to be in the moment to be able to fucking just let it roll.
It was a good one. It was a
I'm
good
like a
one.
Robin Williams type or whatever you want to call it, where it's just like if I had cocaine, this shit would be off the bricks. Like
cocaine. Did you see that? Speaking of which, did you see that tweet by Jason Blum from Blumhouse? I can't believe I'm like the only one to see this. He's like, I don't know what he was referring to, but I thought he was referring to cocaine rocks. He's like, is anybody banging 7-gram rocks? Is anyone banging 7 gram rocks?
Would be a cocaine reference,
I'm like,
yes.
Did he just fucking tweet that? It's still up. It's still up. So I don't know if.
I wonder if that's to promote something that's coming up.
That's what I was thinking. Like, what can he possibly promote? But it just sounded like he was like, I want some coke.
He always does that kind of weird shit.
Like,
and then I start to wonder about his actual account and who runs it, because didn't some weird shit get posted up there before and then get pulled down? I think you and I had shit like, what the, is this really him? Or is this just some fucked up individual? Because it was like
what's up with this?
Oh man, because I think I could hang with Jason Blum, and I don't like to think of that. No,
it's just he's kind of weird, and I don't know what to say.
I don't know if I'd say weird, but he's got a, like, if it's him, he's got a streak in him, and he's like a troll in a way, and also kind of just different. I mean, hell, anybody who's done what Blum, like, the only thing that they've done that makes no sense to me is The Exorcist.
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, maybe maybe he was the one banging 7-gram rocks that day.
Yeah, maybe.
We're gonna pay $400 million fucking dollars for The Exorcist. Well, yeah, baby. How much did the last one make? We paid how much for The Exorcist? Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
It's still wondering about that tweet about the Wolfman with these in the car and everything. Like, was that real or was somebody photoshopped that?
I think that's what I'm saying. Like he's dude, motherfucker. That movie sucked. I didn't see it. And I know it sucked. It just sucks by looking at that thing. That thing, I don't even want to look at it for 10 seconds. Like, it's just like.
I knew somebody who saw the movie beforehand. She got to see a
like a test screening. She said she had never wanted to walk out of a movie in her life. I think you told me that, and I think because you were the one of the people who confirmed to me that mask was pretty accurate.
Yeah, it was.
Even though they're trying to say no, that's not representative of what's in the movie. That's the point. You go back and go reshoot those scenes.
Yes, exactly.
Put hair on him. Spend $50,000 on fucking CGI. I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
Do it. Like, yeah, you're like, fuck no, man. Like, you got the Wolf Man. Like, they fucked that thing up so many times, even though I feel like Benicio del Toro's is probably the best of the bunch.
It really is. It's one that I think pays the most homage to the original.
It's a remake of the original. It reminds me of the.
It's like Nosferatu before Nosferatu, almost.
The remake of Dracula with was it Frank Langella?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was trying to remember. Yeah, it was him or. So I keep getting that one spinning around with. What's his name? I love the nightlife.
Oh, what is that?
Shit. Love at First Bite, but I'm trying. What the fuck is the guy who plays
George
Hamilton.
Yeah,
yes.
George Hamilton.
It's like, yeah, I was like, no, he wasn't in the remake. It was the other guy, Frank Langella.
Yeah.
Sexy as fuck, going, yeah, I'm Dracula, and you're gonna fuck me. He's so hot in that movie, I'd be like, all right, Dracula, I'll fucking let you suck me.
TMI. No, just
game on, motherfucker. He's pretty sexy in that fucking movie. I'll say that. Even from a man's point of view, you're like,
what about what's his name who did Dracula? City Slickers. I can't remember his name. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh shit.
Jack Palance.
Jack Palance, yeah. I couldn't think of his name. His is a different one. See, like Frank Langella is like, well, Jack's is Jack. I mean, he's kind of just, he's fine. But Frank's brings an air of both sexiness, but without making him a fairy at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, because look, as much as I love Bram Stoker's Dracula, it's my favorite one, the Francis Ford Coppola directed one. You get to that part where he's, all dressed up and gussied up, like, dude is pretty like woohoo and shit, lighting all over. Like, no, he doesn't seem so manly there, but like Frank Langella's man, he's got that perfect balance of both. a manly man, especially of the 70s. Like, he looks like the quintessential 70s, like, white dude with the chest out and the fucking big fucking sideburns and the fucking feathered out hair. And, yeah, he just has that. Maybe that's just me growing up. That was the original guys that I remember growing up with. That those were the macho men. I don't fucking know. That's just that and Schwarzenegger is what I guess I see in my head. But that's just the German fucking robot men that are like, I will pump you up all day long.
Yeah.
Yes, shut it up in my body. I'm perfect.
It's true. But no, like, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of Blumhouse and some of the shit he does, but you gotta give the man credit. He gives like little bit of money. Well, it's millions of dollars, but like he gets all of his money back usually, and then some. So, and I gotta admit, you weren't on here when I did it. I may bring it back on again to talk if you ever want to talk about it. But like, I watched The Black Phone. Good movie. Good.
Who's the director of that one again?
Is the guy who did Doctor Strange and Sinister.
That's what I thought. He blocked me on fucking X.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well,
I said, how's that career working out for you after Marvel? He's like, good, because I did Black Phone and did great. I said, yeah, you downgraded from Marvel director to a fucking B-movie director. B-horror movie director. Bravo.
It's a good B-horror movie. It
may be. That's not the fucking point. That's not the fucking point. That's like when people are like, Zack Snyder's a god. It's like, motherfucker went from making $300 million movies to Netflix.
The Netflix movies. And
even Netflix is going, we're gonna cancel that check we wrote to that Zack Snyder guy after this Rebel Moon business here. We're done with that. Move along. No, I think he's doing something else for Netflix too, but his other projects got canned.
Yeah, his other ones got canned. Yeah. No, but I did enjoy it, and the new one it's ripping off Freddy. The sequel is ripping off Freddy, but it could be good.
I had no problems with the guy until I don't even remember what he said. Something political. Yeah. He said something political, and that just it's like, dude, now you did it. I don't give a fuck. I actually felt sorry for you before. I felt like you actually had some standards because you're like, I'm not fucking with my Doctor Strange movie. You can give it to Sam Raimi. I don't care. Yeah. Like that's what I thought he was before, and now I realize he's just a dick. Who thinks like the rest of them. It's like, yeah,
that's how they roll.
Yeah.
Well, was that all your movies for the night? So.
Yeah, Black Phone isn't really a downgrade from Scarlet Witch, the movie.
That's true.
Well, if he'd have made that movie, yes, you're right. So, like, that's what I'm saying. I gave him credit for saying, like, this is what you want me to make?
No, I'm good.
He'd keep the check. If you have that kind of dignity, I actually give a shit. I actually respect you. But then he had to say some stupid political shit from my memory, and I just fucking said something like that to him just to be an asshole, and I get blocked. Yeah. Then I usually get like 12 other people blocked or more and fucking some blocked. Then I gotta hear about it. Why did I get blocked by John Cusack? Sorry. I called him Lloyd Dobler.
Tom's Twitter is, I mean...
That's a fucking cesspool.
It's what it is.
I get away from it for a while, then I come back and look at it, and I just dip my toe in it here and there and just be like, fucking stir the shit up just a little bit. And then
always problems. People are always yelling at him.
If I'm usually on there, it's because I'm hurry up and waiting. Like, that's I hate hurry up and waiting. That's my fucking favorite thing in the world. Because Andre puts it through me all the time. He'll be like, I am almost done writing and recording this video. So I'll be like, all right, give him about an hour or whatever, and then I'll be like, hurry up and waiting. Or if I'm waiting for like a fix or something like that, I'm just like, come on, so I can get the rest of this done, like, anyway. So like, yeah, that's my life, is hurry up and waiting. Or I go to an appointment and I hurry up and I think I'm late, and then I'm actually early, and then I'm like, hurry up and waiting.
You remind me of my dad. My dad is one of the most impatient people. He hates to wait, period.
It's not that I hate to wait. It's just that if somebody says 6 o'clock and I'm there at 5:55 and 6 o'clock, 6:01, 6:02. That's why I hate being late on my shows. I know you guys out there talk just as much smack in the chat, and that's why I've never said shit to you guys, because I agree with y'all wholeheartedly. Most of my shows are wrangling fucking cats. Like, it ain't no fun to try and figure out what the fuck's going on, who's going which way until Sunday, waiting for somebody, Is this so-and-so showing up? Do we don't want to go start until they show up? Then as soon as you hit the go button, 3 people show up. It's like, or you don't even have anybody. It's like,
yeah.
That's a mess. But like, and yes, I'm not saying that there ain't 25 to 30% of the time it's not my fault or more. Like, look tonight and a few other times for examples of my time management sucks. But it's mostly because I don't factor in travel shit. And this is where I get antsy with like waiting. Like, as if I'm like I'll get like that. But otherwise, my whole life has just been kind of sitting around and waiting for other people to do shit or get shit done. So, like, no, I'm kind of used to it. That's why you just watch so many movies and you spend too much time on X.
Yeah, but that's what my dad, like, my dad will show up to an appointment and it'll be 6 o'clock. His appointment's at 6 o'clock and it's 6 o'clock and they ain't called him back there. Well, I'm fucking late now. It's like, Dad, it's only 6 o'clock. Give it like a couple minutes. Nope, I'm fucking late. It's 6 o'clock. Where's the doctor? So,
well, the rest of your schedule's fucked up. See, this is where I run into shit. Because like, you'll set up these appointments and shit. Be like, all right, I got this shit to do at such and such time. My appointment should be at 2 so I can get out of there and get to this other thing at fucking 4. And then when they don't bring you into your appointment till 2:26, which has happened to me many a time, it's like, okay, well, there goes the rest of my fucking afternoon now.
Yeah. And now I'm going to be late because they're going to put me back in that room and then I got to wait 20 minutes for the fucking doctor to show up. And I'm here at 6 o'clock and they're not fucking here at 6 o'clock.
Well, in this whole waiting, look, to be honest with you, the waiting room thing, like, it used to be just because in most places you only had like one primary fucking physician and maybe a couple more depending on how big of a city you're talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, that's what the waiting room was all about. Now it's all because they double, triple stack people on top of each other for appointments is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because you have 12 doctors. There's plenty of doctors. It's just, you got a doctor coming in. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on this. Yeah, maybe it is 100% my fault, 6. But this is what it feels like to me, is like they get 3 or 4 of you into a fucking waiting room and then he's like ping-ponging between each one. I swear. It feels like that. While the nurse is running interference for about fucking 5 minutes, we're buying him some time while he's in the other patient. And it's just this wall-to-wall thing. But no, I'm sure they get... It's probably something I don't understand, but it always seems like it's probably something earlier in the day sets the doctor back, and that fucks everything up for the rest of the day. I'm sure is what it is.
Well, shit. When I went to get my gallbladder taken out, I got there and they said, "Oh, we moved your appointment back earlier."
Oh yeah,
so, like earlier in the day, and I was like, I never got a message, and they had the wrong phone number. So they've been calling the wrong phone number. So
shit.
The doctor was like, "Well, we'll take you since you're here at your time you were supposed to." So.
Well, yeah, because that's happened to me quite a few times. But usually it's to change a day altogether. But
yeah, that's it. My dad. He he does not like the wait. Period. At all for anything. It doesn't matter.
I'll wait if it's worth it. Anticipation's a little different than if you're waiting for something that should have happened already, right? Like, that's different. Or if I expect something to be done or be somewhere by a certain time and shit don't work out, that's a little different. But like, otherwise, that's life.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's it for the show tonight.
Yeah, I totally have nothing else. I didn't watch a whole lot this week. I mean, I got a bunch in the mail today. Like the Night of the Living Dead 4K.
Oh, you got that? Lucky bastard.
I did. Oh, you didn't get it?
No, I haven't been able to buy a lot of movies lately.
It's Sony. They'll re-release it.
I hope so.
I'm sure they will. That's why my buddy's like showing me all the ones that the scalpers are running on. I'm like, if these scalpers actually knew anything about this shit, Sony has 9 times out of 10, if they sell out, they will re-release it. We heard it from that one guy too, the Warner Brothers guy.
Yeah.
Remember? So yeah. No, and I mean, I got like Superman, like you got, and Corpse Bride I got yesterday. Oh, I got the Dracula collection 4K.
Oh, what's Dracula collection?
All the Universal. Didn't you see that? It was actually like, pretty cheap.
I didn't know they put out all the Draculas on.
Yeah, all of them. It's Dracula, Son of Dracula, Dracula's daughter, all of them. Whatever is in that Universal box set for the Dracula films, even Abbott and Costello, all in 4K.
I did not know that. I didn't
Yeah, it's
know
like
they were going out.
$55.
Nice.
So it's like just over $10 a disc. Yeah, or less than that. Because how many movies are in there again? I can't remember. Is it like 5 or 6?
There's Dracula, Dracula's daughter, the son of Dracula. How is it? House of Dracula was one of them. Is that one of
I'm
them?
looking at it now. Okay, so we got Dracula, Dracula's daughter, son of Dracula, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, and Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Okay, so that's 4 discs at 55 or $50. It's only $50. Sorry, it was like 55 with tax is what I was figuring. And so at $50, so it's like what, $12, $13 a disc, basically.
Not bad.
Yeah, and it's in the same exact kind of case. It looks like as the old one. So I'm wondering if when we get done with these, if we can just re-put them all into our old fucking
box. The box.
Yeah.
Probably.
It matches the same art and everything. So like, yeah, it's all this. I mean, this has a slip cover, but I mean, you can just slip it out of that cover and put it in the big box set if you wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I know I will be getting my Nightmare on Elm Street set at least tomorrow or Friday. So I got that coming for me. And so I'm looking forward to that. So, but thanks, Tom, for showing up and joining me and saving me from myself. And thank you to everybody.
Sorry, it's so late. I need to work on my time management.
Oh, that's fine. No big deal. No big deal.
I got a lot of work to do, so I'm kind of glad we're getting out of here semi-early anyway.
Yes.
It's weird. I was really, really fucking late, but we're getting out of here super early because I just went through like cocaine speed on those movies. But yeah.
He was banging his 7 gram rocks. 7 gram rocks,
motherfucker. That's right.
Oh man! But
someone say cocaine.
Cocaine. Twister Street.
Did you go see Spinal Taps? I produced that shit. Or semi-produced it. I don't know. My name's in it somewheres. I do stuff like you heard of it, Jurassic World.
Yeah, Jurassic World.
Twisters. Congo. And a little classic called Arachnophobia.
I was thinking about watching that for since I'm in my Halloween mood, so I was thinking about watching that.
I remember that movie being so different than I expected it to be, and it scared the ever-loving shit out of my mother.
Right.
And it was one of those things where it scared her so much that she started getting me going. Because, that's one of those movies, too, where every shadow becomes a spider at some point. Like, you're like, that's it. No, it's not. Holy shit. Yeah.
I remember.
I haven't watched that in a tick, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about watching that. I remember the box when they open up the thing and all the spiders come out. It's just like, ugh. Yeah. This is crazy. I like that. The Physical Media Show, Cocaine and Crocs edition.
That's right.
That's right.
That's the name of the comedy special, Cocaine and Crocs.
Cocaine and Crocs. There you go. Coming to you live from the Apollo Theater.
Now, if I could afford on cocaine, I probably would run around in Crocs.
But thanks, Tom. Thank you, everybody at home watching, everybody in the chat for sticking with it, hanging with us tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. As always, like, share, subscribe to my channel, Tom's channels, and as always, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
How you doing? Bitches leave.